Hello developers! If you don't know me, my name is Gilberto. I'm a software engineer over 5 years experience, and I'm talking about software development on the internet. Today I would like to talk a little about data structure and algorithms. Specifically, I wanted to talk about this, the big O notation. It will be uh, a talk a little abstract because I will not teach you the big O notation because it is a big area of knowledge, but I wanna said how this can help you and in that way inspire you to study it because I believe that it is essential for your career, especially if you wanna to grab the better opportunities in the road, the better jobs. How can I say your dream job? So let's look what I have here. I use the Notion to do my resumes. I very like this tool. So let's open this page. So first, um, what is a good code? Um, we can look to our code in different ways, in different perspectives. So I especially to decide it, um, I look to these pillars generally. Uh, I look in my code is readable, is scalable, if they have a good speed, and it's a tricky because each time you execute your code, it will have a different time to conclude the task, the execution. So how to measure it? And memory space. And how you can see here, a readable code is understandable for humans, nor not for machines. Scalable means that your inputs can grow without or almost without impact your speed and memory. And with this, exactly with this, is what Big help you to decide to see if your code is scalable. And how they do this? They do this showing to you the speed your time you take, the time complexity. And I said that it's a tricky because the time is not the seconds to execute, but if how many steps I will take, my code will take to complete the execution, to run on all my codes. I will get further. Uh, I will get further soon. So let's continue. And the memory or space complexity is other thing that Big O can help us. So if you look at these principles, the first thing you can see is if you prioritize the speeds and memory, maybe you will not have a chance to be a readable code. So choose these things, to choose what is more important to you, it depends on your scenario. Because if you wanna the readable codes, maybe you need more variables will increase the memory of your code. Let me turn this bigger, and I will zoom in to turn more easy for you to read. So, like I said, readable, speed, and memory at the same time is almost always difficult to have. But Big O can help you to see if you have speed and memory enough to execute. I don't know if I said it correctly. Maybe the correct statement is Big O helps you to see what are the time and space complex of your current code. Okay? Okay. And how they do this? So we have some notations. Oh, let me what I'm doing. Okay. We have some notations with Big O. For example, O of n, O of 1, that means a constant time of our code. It means that we have amazing code. It means that, for example, if I have an array of length 10 and I input them in my function, and other array with 100 length, a length of 100, the time will be the same. So the size of the input will not impact my code. Also, we have a linear time. It is a notation O of n. N is the length of the input. You can consider an array to be more easier to understand. So it means that by array have a length of 10, I will have 10 steps to execute all my function. And if I have an array with 100 of length, a length of 100, my function will have 100 steps to execute. So because it is linear time complexity. Linear time, sorry. The complexity rises accordingly with the number of elements n. That's it. And we have one that is not good. It's sometimes will not possible to avoid this notation, this type of function, this type of algorithms, but you have tried to avoid it. That is quadratic time, On of quadratic. That is the mathematic declaration. So it means that, for example, you wanna print. Oh, the most simple example is when have two nested arrays. It's exactly it, because for each element of the array, we will have a number of steps, the total length of the array. Understand? So the number of steps is quadratic because it. Can you understand? Let me know if my explanation was not clear. Send me in a chat, please, in the comments. And look at this. It's powerful, very powerful, because if you can see, if you can measure the the probably the likely rising of your code based on your inputs, you can decide if it will be good in your context, because this you have to know big O notation to see if this will impact you based on number of your clients, based on number of elements we'll get from the database, and things like that. Can you see the value of it? Can you see how it can help you? I hope that I made it clear for you. So I have yet other notations, but I will not speak about it because it's better to speak about when you see some algorithms. I will do it with you in the next videos. I don't know when, but we will look at this in the future. Take a look in this in the future. So we have some rules to judge our codes. For example, when evaluating our codes, reviewing our codes, we consider the worst case because generally our codes have more than one big notations. So to make sure that will attend us, that will not break in a real life, we must to consider the worst case. Okay? We remove constants. It's better explained when I show you some codes that I will not do this in this video. I will do this in the future. But if you have a constant, the number of inputs will not impact the number of steps. Can you understand it? Because this you will not consider when evaluating your codes. Different terms of inputs we will not consider because we will resume our notations. I will get into this also in a next video. And we will drop non-dominants. It's maybe not. It's with sure working together with the worst case. If you are considering the worst case, you will ignore, you will drop non-dominant part of your code. See? That's it. And what is a time and space complexity? Well, a time, how I said earlier, time is the number of steps you take in a code to complete the function, to complete your goal. Considering the worst case, remember that it's very important. And the space is the creation of variables. We have some things that can influence, that can cause space complexity. And look, because I said that sometimes we will not have all these pillars in our code, because if you don't have enough memory, maybe declaring too much variable. What I said, do this, I will, how can I don't know what I do. Okay, in the future I fix it. So if you not have enough memory in your application, your infrastructure, you maybe will not be possible to declare too much variables. You will need to execute directly, and it will cause codes less readable. Can you see? Can you understand it? So that's it. That's its uh, a high level and high abstraction level of what is the big O. I hope that you could understand what I'm saying, because English is not my primary language. I'm a native speaker, a native Portuguese speaker. And that's it. That's it. If you have some doubts, let me know in the comments. And I see you in my next video. Bye.